Guys, top of the morning. Happy February 16th. Hopefully you guys had a nice weekend expressing love, being by yourself, doing something for whatever. My hope is that you had a good weekend and you celebrated and you had a moment with yourself or with somebody else. I'm hoping you had a good Valentine's Day weekend, but I'm excited for today, you guys. I got some things prepared. I got some thought tracks for you guys. I also put together a sequence of conversation starters for you guys at your open houses because what I realize is that we talk a lot about dialogue here. And sometimes if you don't get the screenshots, what happens is that you don't have those takeaways. And so one of my promises for you guys this year is to make sure that you guys always have things that you could take away from coaching. You have downloadables, you have SOPs. So today I'm going to give you some framework that you guys can use on your open houses this coming weekend. But per usual, I'm going to have somebody take us out on the field. That person's going to be Glenn, since Glenn was here early. Big dog, I'm going to have you start us off, share your thoughts, your sentiment, and bring us out on the field on this amazing, beautiful Monday morning. Let's go.
So I recently have started to take a coaching certification course through Success Coaching. And
Nice.
the module that I just completed with them in week 6 talks about how our habits are so much stronger than our motivation, and how a habit can be something so small and should start small. So, especially as we're entering the last month of the first quarter, I'm going to encourage people to look back on those resolutions that everyone set at the beginning of the year and see where you are with them. Some people are like, oh, I'm going to go to the gym every day, or I'm going to go to the gym 3 times a day, or whatever it is. But they say that to build your habit, you just start small. So like maybe you're failing miserably at getting to the gym every day, but start by putting out your clothes, your gym clothes. Every night you put your gym clothes out, and then you put them on every day. You do 1 push-up or 2 push-ups. You just do something small every single day to build that habit. And then you just, it allows you to just build and build and build and build and build. So eventually that habit becomes stronger than any excuse, any lack of motivation, anything else that's going on in your life. It's like brushing your teeth. Like, how many of you have to say, ugh, I have to brush my teeth today? We get up, we do it, we brush our teeth because it's just built in us. So don't try to, and people say this all the time, I don't even know why you would want to eat an elephant, but they go, don't eat the elephant all at one time, eat it piece by piece. So for your habit, just make it a habit, and watch yourself soar.
Is the goal for you eventually to get into the coaching space?
Absolutely.
Well, my friend, I think I can help.
I think so.
I think I can help, man. I can open some doors for you, man. So
Thank
let's
you.
have that conversation offline, bro. I'm excited for you. I think that people would take a lot from you. They already take a lot from you. They could learn a lot from you, can be inspired by you. So, my man, I really, really love this for you. So really
Thank
good
you.
stuff. Appreciate you. Great message. I appreciate the message. You guys, I want to remind everybody that we're all going through something, right? We're all going through something, but how are you going to choose to stand up and rise no matter what's happening in your life? Listen, the trauma, the drama, the loss, the pain, the breakups, like all things, you guys, I understand. I have empathy, but you have to ask yourself, how will you rise when everything else around you seems to be crumbling? And, resilience is huge right now in our family. And so I have some things for you guys. I'm going to share this with you. I'm going to pull up my screen and we're going to go here. I'm going to go present. I saw this the other day and man, this landed for me. So my hope is that it lands for all of you. So I want you to tattoo this to your brain. And I'm going to read this out loud for everybody. I want you guys to be so delusional that reality has no choice but to bend to your vision. Be such a psychopath that you believe that anything is possible for your life. Be so obsessed that people think you've completely lost your damn mind. Be so relentless that giving up doesn't even cross your mind as an option. Be so committed that your worst case scenario is still better than average. Be so focused that distractions physically cannot penetrate your attention, and be so ambitious that mediocrity becomes your biggest nightmare. And I want to pause for a quick second. And I want to ask you guys, which one of those sentences, phrases landed for you guys? I want you to get involved in the conversation because when I saw this really spoke to me. And so I want to hear from you guys. Somebody throw their hand up. Which one of these really, really landed for you? Let's go, GA. What do you got for me, big dog?
I mean, maybe you could pick the line now. What I was gonna say it's definitely the second sentence on the list. Be such a psychopath that you believe anything is possible for your life. I'm such a psychopath. I promise you. I promise you. Everyone I've ever met says, "Gee, how do you have this unwavering belief?" I'm like, because we're not done yet. Just because we don't gotta win this moment. The win is a forever moment. So yeah, the psychopath's part. I'm pretty psychopath.
All right. I'm pretty psychopath. I love that. Stray, let's go to you, my friend. Which line stood out to you?
Good morning, everyone. As you guys were talking, I was thinking the third line, be so obsessed that people think you're completely lost your mind. I was just thinking how my best friend, she's also trying to get into the social media and start posting, and but she overthink too much. And then when I was in intensity, she was saying how like, oh my God, I don't know how you do part-time job and you're also in real estate and you're posting all these things and you're constantly doing. And to me, it's just like when you have a vision and have a purpose of what you want to do, like there's no stopping you and you just want to keep going and keep going. And just to hear her tell me that, it's just like, okay, yeah, it's the obsession in the mind.
I love it. I love it. Glenn, I'm going to have you take yourself off of mute, big dog. Share with me which one landed for you.
Yeah, the last one. Right. I am terrified of mediocrity. And I don't know why I'm getting teared up on this. Like we talked about men being emotional, here it goes. But I am so scared to just be average. And it's not about being the best. It's just
Mhm.
being better every single freaking day. It's just about being better. And, I can't, there isn't a day that goes by where someone says, I don't know how you do everything that you do.
Mhm.
And that's exactly it, is that I live it. It's not something that I wake up and say to myself, oh, I'm going to kick ass today. I just, it's my, right, that's my habit. I get up and I kick ass. But
I love it.
I truly am, I'm afraid of mediocrity.
Yeah, dude. I love that. You see, as human beings, we're driven by two things, either A, the fear of loss, or B, the hope for gain. You see, for me, it's the fear of loss, right? Like like the gain is cool, but like no.
Oh, Elias, we lost you. Is everyone else there or is it just me?
No,
Focus, that
I'm here.
Oh, you're
so
back.
distractions physically cannot penetrate my attention. Glenn, am I back? Good?
You're back.
All right, cool. Awesome. So listen, you guys, I'm gonna keep it really brief today. Every month, once a month, I come to Arizona, and so we're gonna do an abbreviated session today. But I'm gonna give you some takeaways and some things to focus on. I'm also gonna give you some ideas for you guys to go and create social media content for this week. But before I do that, I'm gonna get one personal and professional win from two people. So I'm gonna go to Jennifer and I'm gonna go to Oliver. So Jennifer, give me a personal win, a professional win, and then Oliver, you'll be on deck. Let's go, Jennifer. And your
Um,
video, hey, listen, your video did pretty good.
it did, yeah. So that's already a professional win in my book because that's the first post on my real estate page and it already has like 10K views. So that was awesome. I'm so glad. I guess a professional goal right now is I mentioned this in the last call, but the actual open house is today. So I'm really excited about that. And I still have a part-time job on the weekends. I work at a distillery. And I was talking to one of my coworkers and I told him how I'm in real estate now and I'm hosting my first open house. And he was like, wait, I had no idea. My dad is a home inspector. So if you need somebody to refer, he's like really known in Alameda. So it's like, oh, I'm already seeing like the benefits of talking to your sphere of influence, even though it's not a buyer or client or anything like that. I'm like, oh, it's nice to make a connection with somebody I didn't expect to make a connection with. So I guess that's,
Great win. That's a great win. And then
yeah.
what about a personal win from this last week?
A personal win from this last week is jogging 6.2 miles with no rest for the first time. And I am not a runner, jogger, anything like that. I don't have any like running equipment, but I just decided to do it like 2 weeks ago. I'm like, oh, I think I'm gonna run 6 miles this month. And then it already happened. So
Wow. Well, good for
yeah.
you, my friend. I love that. That's a great, both wins are great. Let's go to Oliver. Oliver, personal win, professional win. Let's roll.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Loud and
Cool.
clear.
All right. So personal win. So I recently started to run, bike, and swim, which is new to me since a few months. And I'm doing my first half marathon in a month in Auckland. So I'm doing the Auckland half marathon, and I got so excited that I'm signing up with a friend for a triathlon as well. End of
Wow.
May, a small one, right? It's not like it's called like a I don't know, like a speed triathlon. So swimming, biking, running. I've never done that, and I was even considering it might be my Masogi. Is that it, Elias? The big
For
thing.
sure.
It could be. I was still trying to figure out what that one would be, and it could be that. So anyway, that's a big win for me, and I'm very proud to share that I've been pretty good in the last few months at exercising like 5 or 6 times a day. Now every morning I start one of those things: running, biking, swimming, and so on. Right? So I hope I'm gonna stay committed to that. But the goal is not only to do those events. It's me personally. I notice that when I do that, the way I show up is significantly better. I'm much more my nervous baseline is much more relaxed. I'm an
Hmm.
anxious person in general, so doing that every day, it helps me show up in a much better way.
Wow, man. 5 to 6 times a day, you said?
Sorry, a week. I mean,
Oh.
a week.
I
Yeah.
thought you were taking breaks throughout the day and going 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 20
No, 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 no.
minutes.
I meant a week. So it's essentially in the morning, I go do it, and then I feel great. Um,
Let's
so
go,
that,
man. I absolutely love that. And sorry, did I hear a business win as well in there?
No, so my business win, like a small win, is I'm gonna share two quickly. First one is I was not proud of myself. I had not prepared anything for Valentine's Day as far as marketing, right? And I knew very well. I heard you, Elias. I heard everyone get your shit ready for Valentine's Day. I for some reason I had not done it, and then it's funny what happened on Valentine's Day in the early afternoon. I get a message from a friend who's an agent, a realtor in a different brokerage, sending me his Valentine's Day marketing. And this got I got FOMO. You know what I'm saying? I got shit. Everybody's doing it, and I'm missing out. So on the spot, I got ready, and with ChatGPT and everything, in 30 minutes, I banged out a picture, a newsletter, and then I started sending maybe 30 SMS with this Valentine's Day image and message, and I also sent out a newsletter to 2,000 people. So I guess my conclusion is that was imperfect action, but I was just proud that because I was actually feeling bad about not doing it. So even though it was a bit late in the day, late in the game, I still did it. I still got it done, and I sent it out. So that was imperfect action. Yeah.
Let's go, Oliver. Listen, you guys, you're marketers. You are marketers. You guys should be looking at the calendar and be like, okay, what am I marketing to next? You should. Okay, so we went into Walmart the other day to get a lamp for my mom, which I hate going into Walmart, but we went in there and they already had Easter stuff out, right? They already had Easter stuff out, which I thought it was mind-boggling, right? It was Sunday night, Easter stuff was already out. But like, you guys should already be thinking about when we talk about strategic marketing plan, when you think about St. Patty's Day, when you think about Easter, when you think about, Passover, everything that's coming, like you guys should be planning your marketing strategy. You have to think, do I have a budget to do anything printed or deliverables? Or if I was just going to do a digital marketing campaign, some type of, message online, what would that be? But we're always looking at what we can do from a marketing standpoint. So listen, I'm glad that you did that, Oliver. You didn't miss the opportunity. And, I think that it's important that you guys are constantly looking forward. So here's what I'm going to do. In the chat down below, I just shared a ChatGPT with you. Now, open that ChatGPT, and what it's going to do is it's going to take you through a few ideas for this week. Now, there's all kinds of really great ideas in here, and I think that if you can look at this and say, you know what? I'm going to do one of these. Come with me on a listing appointment. How do I prep? What do I do I actually like this one. I like this one a lot for a carousel. Carousels are winning in a very, very big way right now. You'll see more carousels from me, more carousels from Kenny, more carousels on our team page. But I think that like when you think about a really, really cool strategy to do a carousel, there's all kinds. I like this 7 questions to ask a realtor before hiring them. If you're scared about selling to buy or sell right now, then read this. Like think about that as your first carousel. The second one, it feels okay to feel uncertain. The headlines are loud, but strategy beats fear, data beats emotion, leadership beats hesitation, right? And then the last page, listen, if you're a consumer out there just uncertain on where to go, I would love to talk to you and have a strategy call with you and at least reduce your stress. That's it. Like these are really, really good strategies. And so I put it in here. You guys have the download. You guys can add that to your chat, put any other additional thoughts to that you guys would like, but you guys have that. So weekly, what I want to do is I want to help you guys remove the friction. You see, every single week we talk about going to the board, and we're going to talk about that in a moment. I want you guys to be clear on what you're actually going to do. You're running a business. You should think about this. You should think about the content for the week. You should think about the ideas that you want to launch throughout the week and like what days you're going to do it. Also, I had a question for you guys because it was brought up here when I was in Arizona. If we were to take, I don't know, somebody's listing, and if we were all to meet up there and do like an in-person workshop on how to really, really crush an open house and have some fun and do some dialogue, is that something that you guys would show up to? Is that something that, let me get a hand up or take yourself off mute? Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So knowing the answer to that, what I've done is I've prepared a whole open house, let's see here, open house role play workshop. We're going to have some fun. I'll put this on the calendar, so don't worry about any of this, but I'm going to put that on the calendar. But as a precursor to that, what I've done is I'm going to share this with you guys. I've prepared all the notes from last week's Keep It Moving sessions, excuse me. And what I did is I put this into a document. That way you guys can have it. And as you guys can recall, we've been going through the art of the close, what to say, how to reframe the conversation. And listen, I'm not expecting for you guys to read this out word for word. What I'm expecting for you guys to have is to understand that there's a flow. There's understanding where to take consumers, understanding that when you get up against the wall, you should have a way to get around that with really, really well-positioned wording. And instead, sometimes we freeze in that moment. So what I want to continue to do is help you guys get really, really great at your sales skills. Now, I'm also created this for you. And I wrote this and wrote this and wrote this. I want you guys to literally, from the very first thing that you do, from your energy, from your physiology, from the intention, from how you're greeting your guests at that front door, what is the type of energy that they are feeling from you? So I put a pre-frame in here, the first contact, like what do you actually say when you see these people, right? How do you get them to sign in if they're going to sign in at all? That's going to be your responsibility to get that information. And then how do you set your tour with authority? Set them up with a sense of authority. Take a look around at the home. Here's the bedrooms, bathroom lot size, and then days on the market. When you're walking through, you got to check out that primary suite, especially the his and hers closets. Just find something about the home to highlight in your initial dialogue. And then once you're done touring the home, come back and see me. I have some information about the home that you won't find online. Well, what do you have? You talked to the neighbors, you looked at the disclosures, you know that they recently updated the carpet or the floors or the cabinets or the hardware, whatever it is, you got something. So as soon as they come back to you, you have something of value to talk to the consumer about. And so I'm going to share this with you as well. Once again, you guys, I want you to have the downloads. I want you to have the playbooks. And I want you guys to copy this and say it out loud over and over and over again until it becomes fluid. Until it becomes fluid. Until you guys have this type of philosophy. Give me a rejection. Give me an objection. I'm waiting for it. I'm so excited. That's what the mentality that we need to have, right? And listen, I've said this and I said it last week on a video. The video did really, really well. I want to restore the dignity of being great salespeople. And then I was reminded, when you look at your license that was state issued, what does it say on that license? What does it say on that little card? Someone take themselves off of mute.
Salesperson.
Who said that? Cece? It says salesperson on there. So allow us to be reminded of what we actually do.
Wait.
So
You know where that came from, right? The
please
change
tell
was
the
realtor.
world.
Realtor, because remember, you have to pay to be a realtor. You cannot be a realtor if you're not part of the association. So the switch came from the branding that the association created, not the fact that it organically happened. They literally did it because if you are part of the African or Black association, I can't remember what they're called. They're called realists. And so there's different associations, but realtor is copyrighted. So that was something that was done by the association. That's where the flip came. Anyway,
Well, I'm glad that it's on there. I'm glad that it's on there. I'm glad that it's a reminder to all of us. And so listen, I just gave you guys some dialogue for your open houses. I gave you some additional closes that you guys can use. And I'm also going to put an in-person workshop to where we're going to practice officially at an open house, or excuse me, a listing. And then you're going to mess around. And what we're going to do is we're all going to put our new Team Fast sweaters on or shirts on. And you know what we're going to do is we're going to go and just dominate an area. We're going to go knock and we're going to go out there as a posse. And we're going to have our white and black shirts on, and we're going to go out there and promote the heck out of that listing. I promise you guys, somebody in that group is going to get into some positive conversation with the potential consumer. I promise you, it's inevitable. But we're going to meet it with energy. We're going to meet it with excitement, right? A lot of times when people come into an open house, what we have is we have this subservient type of energy, right? Like that energy, when they walk into your space, well, come on in, right? And I hear this all the time. What brings you in? The open house brings them in. Like, so it's like, if we could get really focused on what we say, how we say it, why we say it, and we meet it with that type of energy, I promise you guys, I promise you, you'll see more results, you'll see more business, and you'll see more appointments. And so, like I said earlier, we're going to do an abbreviated session today, but I have some homework for everybody on this call, and I need you guys to text this to me. So first and foremost, I'm going to put my phone number in the chat for the people that do not have my phone saved in their, or my number saved in their phone. So let me do this first. There's my phone number down below. I have some homework for you guys to do by the end of the day today. Now, the committed will, the uncommitted will not. And that's on you, my friends. Here's my commitment, or my ask of you guys. I want you to go, and excuse my language, to the motherfucking board. And what I want you guys to do is I want you to answer these 3 questions and send me your answers via text. I want to hold you accountable to the things that are important to you. So here's the questions that I want you to answer, and I want you to send it to me via text. Don't send me an email. Don't send me a Slack message. Just shoot me over a text message. This week, I moved the needle by what? I'm going to do X amount of appointments. I'm going to do X amount of door knocks. I'm going to drop 5 videos. I'm going to drop 10 stories a day. Whatever your thing is, whatever's in your little box, the action I'm committed to daily is what? 2 hours of prospecting, an hour of prospect. Shit. Give me 45 minutes of concerted effort of prospecting in your database. I'll take it. I'll take it. If I don't do this, I'm choosing what instead? And let's go back to the top of the conversation. I'm choosing mediocrity. I'm choosing to let myself down. I'm choosing a life of no discipline. I'm choosing a life of inconsistency. I'm choosing another industry. I'm choosing a 9 to 5, right? I want you to be clear with this. So we're going to move the needle together this week. I want to help you move your own needle by knowing exactly what you're committed to. So let me pause. Let me stop sharing my screen. And I'm going to see some reactions and some hands up. And listen, if you are not on camera right now, I can't see your hand. So you're going to have to give me some type of reaction with an emoji or something, or throw your camera on for a second. Do I have your 100% commitment that you will text me by 5 p.m. today? JJ, you need this again, or you need this one? Tell me which one, JJ. JJ.
That one.
Okay. Go to you know what I mean. Okay. This week, I moved the needle by. The action I'm committed to daily is, and if I don't do this, I'm choosing instead. I also hooked you guys up with some dialogue so you can practice this week for your open houses. And I just gave you a list of what to do on social media this week if you were still searching for ideas. And so today we will end a little bit short because I am in Arizona once a month for 1 hour. I have to cut this short because I'm on a different time frame or time zone, which is dumb because I don't know why we even do the rollback of the clocks, but that's something else. What's this here? Okay, Alex, take yourself off of mute, big dog. Let's hear from you.
Hello. So the last line, is that like, oh, if I don't do this, I have to, I don't know, run 10 miles. If I don't do this, I'm accepting a 9 to 5 job. If I don't do this, I got to start Ubering again. Like, what does the last question mean?
Yeah, I think that's the answer. It's going to be different for everybody. If I don't do this, meaning I don't take consistent action in my business, I'm choosing mediocrity instead. You remember what Glenn said early on in the conversation? Mediocrity is a nightmare for him. So whatever you fill in that blank, it should be personal, right? It should be personal. If you don't show up in this business, if you don't move the needle in your business, then let's be realistic. You're choosing a 9 to 5. You're choosing to someone else dictate what you're going to do with your life. And if you're okay with that, my friends, then that's on you. That's your prerogative. I'm not okay with that. I am not okay with that. I would throw up if I had to go back to something that didn't allow me to be as free as I am right now, but not free in time. It's free in how I think, free in how I create, free to be able to impact my way, not have to be in the confines of somebody else's world. Right? We are all in the position to go out there and make millions for our families, right? I've always put myself in a position to make millions for other people, other corporations. I want to do that for my family, and I want to do it my way. So I protect it. Go ahead. Cece, you had your hand up.
I want to invite anybody who wants to do content to my new listing. It shows well. It's a mixed-use commercial property. I don't know if we want to do this activity at that place. It lends it, but it's not like traditional. But I know when I was a new agent, I couldn't find a place to do whatever. So if that's something that people want to do, I want to open the door for them to be able to do that.
Listen, let's try to put this together, and maybe on Friday we all can meet up, and maybe we do coaching just a little bit later so you guys can get on the road, get the kids off to school, and then we all meet up. So let's try to shoot for Friday. If not, we'll do it for Monday, but I'll coordinate with you offline, Cece.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Text message. What's going to move the needle in your business today? I'm okay getting blown up with all your text messages, okay? I enjoy this type of things. So listen, you guys, let's go out there. Let's focus on what will move the needle in our business this week. I gave you the downloads. Make sure that you grab those if you came a little bit late. They're in the chat. You have a dope ChatGPT prompt for the week to give you ideas on what to post. And you guys, I feel good leaving a little bit early because I gave you some cool things that you guys can noodle on. And so if you need anything today, let me know. I'm looking forward to seeing your text messages, and excited to support you guys and making sure that you guys are hitting the things that are most important to you. So Glenn, thank you for starting us out with so much heart, so much emotion. I appreciate you, big dog. And as always, my friends, as always, keep it moving towards your dreams, goals, and vision, and make this week a week that fucking matters. I love you. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful day. Bye, you guys.